Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Buenos dias, mi gente. Yo-yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 402. My name's Rob. That's Addie. Happy that you're here. Honored and humbled that you keep coming back. Sissy, are you in your pajamas? Why are you in your pajamas?
Because today's Fuzzy Fun Day.
And how did you get Fuzzy Fun Day? Did you guys earn that? Yeah? What'd you do to it?
So we had Fuzzy Fun Day on the whiteboard,
Uh-huh.
and then we had to erase all the letters, and after we got all the letters, we get Fuzzy Fun Day party.
Awesome. So Sissy gets to go to school in her pajamas today. That's a great day, huh?
And I'm going to bring my pillow and my
Oh, man. And what's it called?
Fuzzy Fun Day.
Fuzzy Fun Day. So it's Fuzzy Fun Day Friday. So welcome to Daily Discipline. Again, we're happy that you're here, honored and humbled that you keep coming back. It's a work day, right? Even though it's Fuzzy Fun Day Friday, it's still a work day. So, and there are no days off when we're chasing our best life, retraining our mind. So it's time to go. Hey, I just wanted to take a second. 402, for those of you who are new, that means that for the last 402 days in a row, we've showed up every day and we've made a video talking about what we're thankful for. We talk about our IMs, which are a positive way of reinforcing our self-confidence. And today we talk about my IMs are that I didn't even write it down. I'm faster, right? I'm not just talking about how fast I am. I'm just talking about how fast I'm able to process things compared to how I used to be. And things are moving a lot quicker, and we just need to keep that up, all right? My thank yous today are for school mornings with my kids. Yep. Here's what it does for me. Number one, I get to spend time with my kids. It helps me deal with distractions, right? I've been trying to record this video for over an hour now, but everybody's up early. People need things to do. It just is what it is. It also helps me control my composure because it's very easy for me to get upset when I'm in the middle of this and I got that, right? Like it's a lot. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful that we're here. We get to spend this time together. They get to see me do this. This will all work out in the long run. All right. So here's my thought of the day. My thought of the day is the STAR system, right? This is according to me. It's how I process information. And so I drew a little graph, right? So down under here, we've got the size of the star, and then we have time, right? And if we think about it, like I just drew a couple stars on here. So the bigger the star, the more the energy, the more a person or an entity has accomplished, and then it just gets bigger, right? So like when I like to think of it as we're looking at the sky, we see these stars. So what I got right here is, let's say that this star right down here, this is Tom Brady, right? Most of us have never heard of Tom Brady until like the late 90s, right? To where we heard where he was platooning as a starting quarterback for the University of Michigan. He didn't even get to start every game, Sissy. He was sharing time with another guy. So he was a star. His name was recognizable for a lot of me, but it wasn't a big star, right? And so he kind of came along here, and then he got to play in the NFL. And then all of a sudden, Drew Bledsoe, who had a much bigger star, was probably up in this area. He was actually above Bill Belichick. This is Bill Belichick right here, right? So Drew Bledsoe was a bigger star than Bill Belichick, than his coach. He got hurt. Tom Brady comes in. Then they win a Super Bowl. Then they win another Super Bowl. And here we are today where he's recognized as one of the greatest of all times. And obviously this could be different, right? This isn't to scale. This is just a 5-minute graphic representation of my point. So Tom Brady's star never gets that big if it weren't for Bill Belichick, his coach, right? Bill Belichick came along. His star's not doing much. And you see right here, like he's about the same as Tom Brady, right? Like neither one of them are a great. And then all of a sudden, let's just be honest, Belichick got a lot of that credit for a long time. Like, oh, it's him, it's him, it's him, it's him. Then all of a sudden people are like, well, it's actually him and it's him, right? But there's a third part of that story, and that's Robert Kraft, right? So Robert Kraft, not a household name to most of us before he owned the Patriots, but he obviously had a big-ass star. He had a big enough star that he could buy a professional sports team. And so the combination of his big star and these all three of their stars got bigger. And they're just going high and to the right. And so it's just amazing. Like Robert Kraft's ascension is not as big, but his star got bigger, right? And he realized that his star is only going to get bigger if these guys get bigger. And so that's a great example of how when we stack and compound success on top of each other, it doesn't just have to be our successes. Again, the greatest stories are when several people come together and they leverage each other's strength for a team. So yeah, there's lots of things we could put on here, and let's just be honest. Like if we were to look at the skylight tonight, like I'm just another star up there, right? And that's not good enough for me, right? Like that's not good enough for me. That when I'm gone, not that I want to be a star or famous. I just need to leave my imprint, like a big one that's written in stone, so that when the next person comes along, they don't get to just get rid of it. Most of us couldn't be most of us aren't a standout star all by ourselves, right? LeBron James coming from nothing to a huge star, rare, incredibly rare. Especially when you think didn't come from a solid family structure. I would argue that LeBron is a perfect example of how good is the enemy of great. A lot of times people have a good life and they never develop that want to of, all right, let me go get some more, because they become comfortable. A lot of times you can't see our star because we've been caught up in somebody else's star. We talked about this earlier. The biggest bully usually wins, right? Whoever on a team like Kurt, or who was it the other night I was complaining about? Phillip Rivers, right? He's got a big star, and instead of using his star to make other people better, it would appear that he uses his star to make his star better. Feel selfish. The key is to leverage another star's draft, right? Sometimes the following star can get bigger than the first star. So I'll submit Dell Curry. Dell Curry played in the NBA. Was an all-star. And then he had, by his own right, by most people's standards, an incredible star. But then he was able to leverage that star and the path that he had blazed for his son, who then became a much bigger star. So Dell Curry he was known in basketball circles, known regionally. Steph Curry known throughout the world. And then you throw in that they've got another son in there who's an all-star by his own right, but his star looks tiny. The combination of those stars, the Dell family, that's a big-ass star, right? So the key, in my opinion, the key is all of us would like to be in a point where we're part of a big star, whether we're the impetus of that star, whether we get drug into another star, whatever it is, right? But we have to make up a decision what we want to do. We want to be our own star. We want to be part of somebody else's. I'm guessing most of us want to stand alone and be self-sufficient. I got 3 kids over here staring at me, so I got to go. Hands up, peace out, we're better together. I appreciate you stopping by. If you want to be a star, you got to stand on your own, find somebody to draft with, right, Sissy? Sissy's going to have, what is it? Fuzzy Fun Day? Fuzzy Fun Day Friday. What is it for you today, bro? Yeah, bro's got a big presentation. He's presenting his Oregon State thing. He got mad at me last night because I forced him to practice. Here's a little tip for all of you. Practice how you're going to play, right? Like he wanted to practice like he was just practicing and nobody's watching. I'm like, bro, like if you're getting stuck now, imagine what it's going to be like when you get in front of that class tomorrow. Practice like you play, right? We got to go. Deuces. Love you. Be back tomorrow on a Savage Saturday. We're going to go get ours today. You know that's going to happen, right? Give me deuces, sissy. Peace out. Bye.